Hey, good morning, guys. It's Friday. And it's laid back Friday, I guess. And this time I got my company, my two young ladies, Lily and Gracie Marie. And you know, now with the change of the schedule, Sundays being sort of my quiet day, I actually feel Friday now.
Oh, like it's, yeah.
Friday, you know, most
Yeah.
people feel, hey, it's Friday.
Yeah, Friday, yeah.
I never felt that way. I mean, Friday was like, oh, hey, I'm gearing up for the weekend.
Right.
It was not going, you know, but now it's, yeah, it's Friday. So it's a sort of a good feeling, different feeling. And we don't have too bad of a day. We did the things that we were committed to today. I mean,
Right.
time-wise, the Mass, and we did the Divine Mercy, Rosary, and now this, and then, not that we have nothing to do in the afternoon, but
Right.
hopefully you'll be going home at noon, I'm hoping. You can get away, I hope.
I have a meeting at 11, and
I hope you can get off a little earlier.
yeah, well, I definitely won't be here till 5, but
I hope you get, you know, we could, you know. Yeah, anyway, so, and, I got working a few things, and, you know, looking forward to next week, so I gotta work that today and tomorrow. And then there's this, webinar, I guess you call it, or not a webinar, but having an evangelization, you know, how to evangelize. In fact, we hosted it last year here in the hall, back in May. We did it in the hall, but we didn't sign up for this year, but it said it's from 12 to 3, so I might check that out tomorrow. I'll do odds and ends, but I want to get ready for the kids thing and working on my Pentecost novena. I'm going to do that. Be 9 days. My goal is to video it,
right?
for the website, and also put it in written form.
Okay.
Made a little
Okay.
booklet. Anyway, so that's, so you got a nice surprise today.
I did. I kind of brought it along because I don't know who to thank, but
I think I know who to thank, by the way.
this was in the mailbox, and it's a CD, and it says "In Loving Memory, John Sidkoff," and it has beautiful songs, Josh Groban, Celine Dion, all people that I love. And then what was really beautiful was in the inside, it said, "In memory of John Sid Coffin, our father has a new angel, John Coffin, looking down on us."
Can you say it again?
So,
How did they know Sid? Did you mention that?
somebody did ask me
Oh,
what my brother's name was, and when I wrote back, I did mention Sid. So it may be that individual, but I'm not positive.
oh, okay, because I don't remember, unless I read quickly, I said, how did they know that little piece of information? And even go Sid, not the whole name either,
But,
right?
right, yeah, it's just Sid.
Oh, it is, Sid is his whole name, not Cindy. Oh, okay.
No, in fact, it's a nickname. And I never knew where it came from, just like my nickname, my family nickname, and the family never knew where it came from. But it turns out that when they were growing up, my brother Tom and my brother John, they're close in age and stuff, there was a cartoon called Sidney the Elephant. He was a blue elephant, and he didn't have much self-confidence and everything. And I don't know that that necessarily related to my brother, the confidence level, but that's where Sid came from.
Okay.
And his friends say it came from a movie that they went to see, and it was El Cid, and on the way home he was waving a pretend sword in the air, and he was yelling, El Cid, El Cid. So it comes from one of those two.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I think we might have a clue who the thoughtful person was.
Right.
I think I have an idea, a clue. So
Yeah.
you get a nice music CD.
Yes, actually I got two.
Two of them. I, on the other hand, have been blessed beginning food.
Yes, you have.
Just yesterday, God bless them, gave me a nice stack of ribs.
Oh, wow.
Ribs.
Wow.
With macaroni and cheese, because I'd never had it, and then banana, walnut, chocolate chip, like a bread, is it, you know, banana
Yeah,
bread thing? Yeah, so I think
Oh,
walnut
nice.
and little chocolate chips. Is there sugar in that other than the chocolate chips, do you know?
Well, bananas naturally have sugar, but
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh,
I'm sensitive to sugar, because I
it
really
could be.
didn't have any for a while. And I was like, whoa, I said, why am I laying here? It was drove me
Right.
nuts. I was like, yep, and usually typically, but let's see. But it was delicious though.
So you never had mac and cheese before?
Never had mac and cheese.
I saw you said something about that, and I was like, what? Really?
Never. And I'm sorry to tell my friend who was so kind of donated give me the gift of macaroni and cheese, I mean, it wasn't like I haven't had the opportunity to have mac and cheese, because we serve it quite frequently here in the soup kitchen.
Right.
My former church, we fed people, and mac and cheese has always been a favorite. Never had it. We never had it growing up. And macaroni to me is red sauce. At times I'll splurge to have Alfredo sauce, the white. But when I saw my mind, like, oh no, it's macaroni and cheese. And now what happened was I'm so stubborn. I have a streak going. You know what I mean? The streak.
Yeah.
I can't break it now.
Yeah.
Just see the reaction I got from you. I like that reaction. If I said then I said at this point, God, this 65 years of my life, as for, little things like that. My mom makes eggplant parmesan. I like chicken parmesan, and I'm sure I would like eggplant parmesan. I like the cheese, the red sauce.
Right.
I have never had eggplant parmesan. People in my family, my nephew, they love it. I think I would like it too. But earlier I didn't like those eggs. Ooh, I don't want eggs. I didn't, that.
Yeah.
It's not eggs. I know, but now my mind, and so I haven't had it now. I'm too stubborn to give in. If I do give in, though, I'm gonna have to have my mother's first. Don't be fair if I have someone else's before I have hers. So
Right.
I may have hers when she have them. I may shock her, but that's how I am. But so know that the gift of the macaroni and cheese was going to serve the poor, so I didn't go to waste. But yeah, it's just funny that way. You just like to keep little things, so people look at me like, you've got to be. Everybody has macaroni and cheese. It's
I don't think I've ever met anybody in my
yeah,
life
it's like saying
that
I
hasn't
never
had
had pizza. I never ate French fry. What do you mean? Who hasn't? I've never had a hamburger or something. Right?
Right.
I never had ice cream. What do you never drank soda. It's like it's kind of far, but that's about it. Oh man, I know people listen to the Mass today. My homily, funny, I didn't realize I had a different homily prepared for the gospel, and I've got my prayer list on my phone, and then it says, assigned to St. Teresa. It was today. I forgot about, I knew it was in April, I didn't know the exact date, and it just brought back different thoughts, and I mentioned how my whole mixed feelings, actually wasn't really mixed, it was one way, At my former assignment for 15 years, and like anything else, you get used to it, comfortable. And
Sure.
You're 63 years old, retirement age, if you like, is 67. You're thinking, why move me now? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I was really thinking. And one time the bishop did say, well, if you like it, they do well. We'll just, stay there. But I don't know what happened. So, and the problem was we built that beautiful gym. 7 years of trying to raise money and struggle. It was $7-point-something million,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we're not, the land was not was not a wealth, it's a working class,
Sure.
We did have a couple big donors, but basically it was that, and little by little, anyway, so I was hoping I like sports, I was hoping to start leagues in it, and things like that, but it didn't come to pass, so. Yeah, it was April 24th, so I also mentioned in the thing, thank God for unanswered prayers.
Absolutely.
I had a great 15 years. That chapter was fantastic. Hope I didn't say, I don't miss it. In a way, I don't miss because I had to move on. I can't keep thinking, well, no, this is it. This is where God put me now. And
Right.
you have a choice.
Right.
You're here now.
Exactly.
You're going to like it or not. What are you going to choose to do? You don't like it, well, you're going to be here. So and like yourself, I'm sure, you roll up your sleeves and you get to work. Right, and that's how you operate. I'm sure you like it. You're busy. You're doing something. You see, progress and achievement. You have goals, and I think that's how we're wired. I think, as long as there's something there you feel useful, that's where you're at home. Yeah, and that's how it feels. And I did, happy there, and whatever God has plans here for me as well. That's how I think about it. Actually, I probably said we were able to keep doing this. It was on June 27th was my first, it was a Wednesday.
Yes, I remember that.
It was Wednesday. I arrived because I was officially assigned July 1st, which was a Sunday.
Right.
So I said, I want to get a few days here, settle in, unpack. So I came that Wednesday. It felt funny that Wednesday because I was coming up a few times, looking at overlooking the place, chit-chatting a few things, meeting with Henry and met the staff and just checking the place out. It was fun coming the first time incognito. You know that? Drive up, you look at it, all right, it was different, and they find, oh, he's the new pastor. You like that response, that's the new praise. You hear people whisper. You actually
Yeah.
hear them saying it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because I didn't have my, I think a couple of times I didn't have my collar on, and so it's funny. Oh my, that's the, oh yeah, you know. So anyway, that was it. And the first thing I did was that Thursday I had a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I forget there was a Hispanic name. I forget the
Yeah,
but anyway,
remember now.
it was my first official. Even though I wasn't supposed to start until July 1st, you know. Well,
Right.
anyway, that was it. So that was anyway. So anyway, I know a lot of people struggle with changes in their life as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some have a struggle going up north, coming down to Florida. So a lot of people look forward to it. Others, sometimes they're leaving family,
Sure.
children, grandchildren. It's a little tough. Or they just have friends, or they're just comfortable there. So one, if they're married, one wants to come, the other one comes. All right, you know. I don't say reluctantly, but they're not. That's if they had their way, they would stay where they were. But
Right.
you hear, make the best of it, right? But the other challenge, though, I know people struggle with is when they have to go to leave their home and maybe go to a facility, independent living, or you know, care,
Mm-hmm.
and that's tough as well. You know, some people, oh my God, yeah, it's a whole nother adjustment to your life. And again, to say the same thing. You know, it's not easy. You know, we don't like change. We like where we were probably. Things went well, but
Right.
you're here now. You know.
Well, and I would imagine that's much harder to leave your home.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, I
Definitely.
mean, if you're
yeah.
going from Michigan to here, they're still your homes.
Right.
But if you're leaving your home and going into a facility that's,
Yeah.
That
Every
would
now and
be
I get
really
letters from
difficult.
people. My children want me to go to a, you know, and the children sort of masterminded and
Right.
they give in consent, but it's a reluctant consent, and they probably in the back of my mind know it's probably for the better
mm-hmm.
at the same time. So I know that people go through that, and you know, recognize it is a challenge. It's different. Let yourself mourn. You know,
Mhm.
grieve it, leaving. You know, it's okay to mourn and to miss. But in due time, when you, wherever you may be, put yourself into the, you know,
Mm-hmm.
put yourself into the place, wherever that may be.
Right.
You know, look for the good, you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may not be the way you left, you know, what you had before, but there's always something, you know, something to find. There's always something to find.
Yep.
You know, no matter what. So it's, you know, life is a series of changes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's what life is. It's, you know, we're constantly changing. We want to stay frozen, but we can't. It's a series of changes, and how you adapt is really whether you be happy or not. And you put your mind to it. You make a decision. I'm gonna, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is it. I'm gonna be here. I could be here depressed or angry, or
Right.
hopefully be happy. Because in life, there's no do-overs.
Mm-mm.
You know, this is
No.
it. So, you like Florida?
I do. I've gotten used to it.
Oh,
And I
I've
mean,
gotten
it's a
used to
lot
it.
like
Oh, I-
Panama,
Oh,
so,
that's right. Huh?
you know, the temperature hasn't been too much of a problem for me.
No, I like Florida. Like it a lot. Coming from New York City, I could never probably live up there. The pace, you know, the whole, you know,
Yeah.
whole lifestyle, you know.
Yeah, I don't miss working in DC and driving into DC
Yeah, there you go.
anymore.
Huh?
Did
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
20 years. That's enough.
Yeah. And up here's a nice pace. Even away from Orlando, it's a, you know, different pace than from there. The traffic, it's
Right.
different, right? You know.
Right.
And so that's the other thing. I said, wow, you know, this is different. And even getting into Orlando, we don't have to go I-4.
Mm-hmm.
The turnpike is much better.
Yes.
It is much better. So
Yep.
there are little things like that. Little things
I know
like
everybody's jealous of my drive to work because I tell them I can pass the horses and the cows. And
Yeah.
I mean, you would think after almost 2 years of driving here that it'd be old hat, but I still get excited when I see the cows over by the fence.
How long
when
does
I
it
go
take?
by. 25 minutes.
That's almost a half hour. I'm spoiled. I walk to work.
Yeah.
Now, the cows, that's, I visit Queen of Peace.
Mm-hmm.
You take that same route? You might don't know what I mean.
Yeah, I go up
But
80 up
that-
to 60. It becomes
Make that
66.
left turn,
And go up over 75. And then when you get to 200.
you take 75?
No, I go over 75.
Oh, no, I don't go that route. Oh, okay. I go down 441, where that road becomes divided. There's a grass, that was a police station, whatever. some
Yeah,
sort of-
right.
Make a left turn there.
Yeah, that's 80th.
Make a turn there.
Yeah, and then you follow that, and it when it takes that big
on the
sharp
left-hand
turn,
side. Yeah,
that
yeah.
becomes 66.
Oh, okay, yeah, so we do go the same route.
And then, and then when you get to 200, then I make that left, I go right past Queen of Peace.
Okay, yeah, that's where I go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a nice little route, and some of the cows have a strange look to them. What's that one, like a...
They're Brahmas.
Yeah, is that, yeah.
That's what they are, they're Brahmas.
On the corner by that light.
Yeah, they're on the left.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's a couple of them on the right before you even get to that curve.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow.
That are so cute together. They're
That is
definitely
nice.
bonded, those two.
That is a nice route. In fact, my mom
Yeah.
and sisters came to visit me. Wanted to show them Queen of Peace Church, but even the road, so, look at this, the drive. It's a beautiful drive. I did tell them that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking, no, stop talking, look, because some of those nice, big horse farms, or were horse farms.
Yeah, there's some horse farms.
Extensive,
and,
the front
when-
lawn is huge.
When it's spring and the babies are out,
Yeah. So
that's what I like, especially when the babies get together and they start running together and everything, it's
and the
just,
trees. Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, on the way, Miss Alice used to work here. Her niece lives on that route.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a nice place. I said, well, I'm gonna point it out to you later. Let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a nice little drive. So that's not too bad then when you're going
No.
from Washington D.C. Right? Traffic and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's like people are like 19 miles to work, I'm like, that's nothing.
Yeah. How long did it take you when you traveled in Washington D.C.?
And I was in a carpool lane, I would have
Okay.
2 other people with
Right.
me. From the time I left my house, pick them up, drop them off and get there, it took me about an hour.
An hour. Okay.
Yeah, and that's if traffic was moving
Yeah,
and there
yeah.
weren't any accidents or anything.
Yeah.
Or the president wasn't on the move.
Oh boy. Yeah, I only drove from up north to Florida once. In fact, it was on the way down. That's it. That was back in '77. Yeah, that was exciting. Been driving down, like, wow, I'm going to Florida. But I hear people who drive up north, they always point out, you don't want to get to Washington. That's the big fear. Huh?
Mhm.
Of all the states, that's the one they always mention.
Once you get to above Richmond,
Yeah.
then the traffic really starts to back up.
They say you don't want to get there. That's, I guess, rush hour time.
Rush
whatever.
hour.
You do not, because people talk, it's like the fear of Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
Well, good.
it's
good.
a mess.
Mm-hmm. So what else is, that's really, I'm thinking ahead here. See how she sits here,
Mm-hmm.
especially Gracie. Reminds me of I was making a small group study, so I did a series, 6-week series, and I was talking from my living room in my chair, and she would sit there.
Oh,
And unbeknownst to me, I would be talking, I'd be getting excited, and I would come down, and she never flinched. Until I saw it in the video. I had no idea. Until I'm watching them, I said, oh my gosh. And my friend said, no, she knows, she wasn't being,
yeah,
any sort of harm.
being mean or.
Yeah, and I was like, we gotta, that was a love tap, because not the whole, but I was like, oh my gosh, and she just didn't even move her, it was nothing, it was like, wow. Of all the things that thing struck me the most, how I could just, bam, and she just, nothing at all.
No.
No, nothing
She's
at
such
all.
a sweetie.
Yeah. Every night I call it quality time. Because it's to make sure in the day, I may not have time to really spend with them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, quality time. And they up on the, actually I don't have to say it anymore, they boom, But that's what I call it quality time. I sit there and then some nights I'm tired, I want to go to bed right away. I say, oh, I can't. I had to sit with them a little bit.
Right.
I want to go to bed. They kind of look at me. They know my routine. They watch me brush. Oh, he's brushing his teeth, and I walk over and they give him, and they move over, Then they sit on me, and then she'll leave after a while. She has a little place she sleeps, and now lately she's getting up and going under my bed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. And I said, and then in the morning I find it back in the recliner, but she's going to bed because I used to have the cage,
Right.
and she knew, and she'd go into bed, get away from me. She wouldn't want to go in that. But now she went there anyway. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to go check out the soup kitchen, say hi, and yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay dry, safe.
Stay dry. Yeah,
Safe.
there was some rain last night. And like you asked, the mass will not be, we just Facebook Monday to Friday
Right.
mass, right?
Right. So
Yeah,
no
so-
mass.
But the Sunday mass will be on, and
Yes.
maybe even before Sunday. You know,
Right.
as you know, I know you know it or not, but we film it ahead of time, actually on Thursday.
Right.
And I told him, you have it ready Thursday night or Friday, put it on. I don't, just get
Right.
it on, so it's
Right.
ready. So
whenever you're ready, you can watch it.
yeah, but I don't know what if it's there now or whatever, but you can double check. But that's what we do. We did the English and the Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Get that done. All right, so listen, guys, be blessed, be safe, and may God bless you and keep you, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Yeah, I remember I was like pounding her.
Well, I noticed you did it a couple of times here.
I did?
I mean, not really hard, but I was like, she's not even moving.
Yeah. Oh, I did it hard. I got a little excited, and boom, they all said, and nothing. I watched the video. I said, "Oh my gosh." That's funny how they know. They can tell the difference, and they're so used to you saying that they know you're not going to hurt them. I guess.
Right.
It was a very it was a very affirming or flattering thing to say that they actually have that much comfort. They know. Oh, but I was booming. Oh God, poor thing.
Say goodnight, Gracie.